The eMotion Lab is a facility that allows us to measure the emotional engagement that people have with technology. I'm particularly interested in people's engagement with play technologies and video games in particular.
I'm looking at the impact of exergames on people's behaviour, so I'm particularly interested in how gaming technologies can be used to encourage people to adopt healthy behaviour as well as promote healthy behaviours.
Obviously our interest is in subjective relationships with games, and that's the way the research field and the design field is moving as well. A greater emphasis on what the player wants, what the player needs, and what we can do to optimise the experience of the player, and that's what the lab here is created to do.
Well, basically what we're trying to do is use the emotion that games elicit through play, and we're going to try and persuade people to do change their behaviours and do things that they might not want to do, but probably better for them. So games for education, games for health, trying to get people to actually go out there and go to the gym and get healthy. And games for research, try and get people to take part and participate in a lot of academic research they wouldn't normally want to do. But if you put that in a gaming context, they do that and we get a lot of data. So it's a win-win situation.
I think games have had a really big impact across the spectrum. I mean, just not only teenagers, but young kids, right all the way up to elderly folk. And a lot of that's to do with all these next-gen consoles that have come out. I mean, Nintendo have sort of revolutionised the market. They've opened up the demographics, and now you have families playing together. You've got the Nintendo Wii being used in old folks' homes. Also, things like online gaming have also completely opened up the market altogether.
World of Warcraft does something very, very clever. You might become bored of the World of Warcraft as a game after a few months, but what they've done is they have what they call guilds, and what you'll find is that people who of a particular type will join a particular guild, and therefore automatically you're joining a social group where other people are like-minded. Now this works fantastic for World of Warcraft, because what happens is that even when you're tired of the game itself, you're still coming for that social interaction.
My area of interest really is what can we do to optimise a gameplay experience. So what can we do to make a gameplay experience as full an experience emotionally and physiologically as possible.
What I'm hoping to achieve is to gain a better understanding of how people behave and how the presence of their friends affects them and how we can help them with their health or encourage positive living.
I'm currently working with rock bands and looking to do that in schools with adolescents to look at how music games are becoming a part of musical identities and how games can encourage, or if they can encourage, children to participate in or uptake musical practice.
Playing something like Rock Band, if you're playing the guitar or the drums, it's by no means a reflection of the real instrument themselves. However, it does sort of spark that interest.
It's very early stages of research really. There hasn't been much published research looking empirically at the impact of games on musical behaviour, but some of the research work which has taken place, such as Messingham's report for youth music, does suggest that playing music-based games encourages people to take up real instruments or to participate further in musical participation in formal environments when they haven't done so before. And I think you often get this point of view, oh well, playing Rock Band or playing Guitar Hero isn't really music, or it isn't like playing a musical instrument. But I think some of those negative attitudes towards music games are actually the catalyst for it helping children or young people participate in music more.
The future's actually looking pretty exciting. Got some really good projects going on at the moment. There's a few of us who are sort of coming towards the end of our PhD as well, so we've got research to publish from there. So the future is definitely bright. We've got some really exciting researchers here and just a great group of individuals who are bright, motivated, and we all get on really well, so it's looking good.